Welcome to another great episode, Grow Through Positivity. I'm excited to have Shloimy Taussig on today's as a guest. Shloimy, take a minute to introduce yourself, what it is that you do, and from there we'll take it to a conversation to inspire and to share some great tips and wisdom for other CEOs.
Hi, thank you, Ellie, for having me on the show. It's a great honor. My name is Shloimy Taussig. I'm the CEO of Park Environmental. We do asbestos inspections in New York City. And that's basically it. Yes, we're doing it now for a year, almost a year now.
Okay, I was going to say, I think you mentioned earlier to me before we came on that you're new at this, which I tell people always, if you're new at it, Kimaros mit Stolzkeit. Be proud of it. So tell us, why'd you get into this business? How'd you become educated about it? And what's so unique about what it is that you do in the market?
So I actually took over the business. I got it from my brothers, but it's a very good business. It's a good feeling to help people out and give them clarity. That's my slogan. Park Environmental is where environment meets clarity. A lot of people, it comes to environmental stuff, they get lost. They don't know what to do. I'm a phone call away. Even if you're not my customer, I tell people, even if you're not my customer, call me up. I'll help you out. And also the other people in the business that help me out with answers when we need. It's gewaldig.
So now that you took it over and you're sitting, I'm assuming, in what we call the CEO seat, right? The chief operating officer or the chief executive officer. You do everything, I'm going to assume. Or you'll share with me, how many employees do you have? And
tell us a
little bit of what your day looks like,
Yeah, so actually now I do the office management and I do the sales. So we're actually looking to hire. Hopefully today we'll finalize on an office manager. But so today I do scheduling. I do the whole office management and I do try to do sales. Hopefully we'll split that up today. Hopefully ready.
Okay, very good. So you're sitting in two seats, it's called. You're in the business and you have to do all the execution and the operations. And then you're on the business. You have to do all the strategic planning and the goals and the vision and everything. Tell me a little bit about the on the business in regards to the CEO position. What have you tell me something that you learned that inspired you or that you found very, very helpful that others can learn if they're thinking about opening a business.
So on the business, it's very, very important from the get-go to have a strong, I think it's called a SOP, a standard operating procedure. Even if it's not on a whole system yet, even on pen and paper, a strong SOP to understand what's supposed to happen from the intake, from the initial email till the product is delivered. It's very, very important. Even just on a notepad to understand for yourself what's the process, and I think that's key. Before that, you can't start anything. That's my opinion.
Excellent. And I want to break that down, that once you have clarity of what that looks like in regards to your process, you could break it down for every department. So what does the sales process look like? What does the operations process look like? What does the finance process look like in regards to if it's accounts receivable, accounts payable? Have clarity around the description of step by step. What does it take to get it done? Because if you're doing everything now, eventually, like you said, you're hiring people, you're going to want to train them. There's no better way to train than by having a documented process for them to follow, because what that does is it gives people clarity to be able to achieve the expectation. But if you don't have it documented, it's really not an expectation.
Yeah.
So tell me something that you've recently come across as a CEO that gave you a chiyas, an inspiration, an excitement of, taking this journey and taking on this company.
Something that I recently came across. Can't think of any specific thing.
A breakthrough, something that was challenging, and that you put the time and effort into it.
I learned something very early on that you shouldn't be afraid to make a phone call. Sometimes you get a phone number from a certain contractor, a certain person that if I can get his business, and you're so afraid to make the phone call, just pick up the phone, call him. Chances are he will be nice to you and tell you this, what's your turnaround time, what's that. It's don't be afraid to make the phone call. That was a big eye opener for me.
Beautiful, beautiful. So tell me a little bit about more your services. Who do you focus on? Who's your target market, as we call it? Do you service anybody? Where do you service? Is it just New York City? Is it the surrounding areas?
Okay, so we do in New York City, I mean, say the five boroughs. We could do New Jersey, but we don't focus on it. Usually, there's other good companies in New Jersey that I would refer to, but we do New York City. So now, you're asking, we have for people that are doing facade work, facade restoration, we have a very good price for them. You can reach out, and also for people that are installing boilers. Basically, what's an ACP5? People, every time you want to get permits in New York, you need an ACP5, a paper telling you that you don't have asbestos. There's no asbestos present. So it's every small work, even like facade restoration or boilers, you still need it. And we have a good price on that. Our turnaround time is like 3 days. If you order an inspection, if an inspection was done Monday, you'll have your results Wednesday. We see out to the Shmaya, and yeah, so that's what we're running. We have a very good price for that.
Typically, a property.
What we're serving is usually it's expediters or architects. Sometimes it's the contractor alone if it's a bigger developer, and sometimes we also deal with the property owner himself. But typically it's an expediter, an architect. That's my clients.
How about a property manager as well?
We have some property managers, yeah, but yeah.
Okay, so if it's not related to facade or it's not related to a boiler, just a general need for a asbestos inspection, or how do they go about that? In the sense of, do you do that as well, or do you specialize only?
No, of course we do everything. Send an email, Salma at Park DNV. Hopefully it will be something else in a week or so, and we take you through. I always tell them, once the initial email is sent, anything, full demo, conversions, vertical, horizontal enlargements, all ones, all twos, we do everything. Any type of construction that you do, you need an ACP5. We're a phone call away.
So you're a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So let me ask you, did you ever, being the CEO of the company, have you thought or sat down and created a little bit of a vision, we call it, of what it should look like in 3 years? What do you hope your business looks like in the sense of geographics and different areas? Do you want to grow and have additional services? How many people do you think you want to have on your team?
So I did think about it, but as of now, I don't think that I want to go in. Typically, you would see people that do asbestos. They also do mold testing, lead testing, other things. I don't think I want to go into more services. I think there's a lot untapped areas within the asbestos inspection business, which I want to tap into. And yes, of course, I have a certain vision what I would like to see it look like in a year or so.
What other situations come across to a property owner or an architect that he would need a asbestos inspection or work performed around an asbestos situation? How often is it? Is it an act?
Whenever he wants to do construction, he wants to take permits, he needs an ACP5. That's basically it.
Okay, so it's not like a New York City annual inspection or every 5 years, no. It's only relevant to a construction.
Asbestos is a material that's harmful. I mean, they
right.
say it could cause cancer. So
right.
So
I'm referring to I'm
So
referring
it's
to
only
the
harmful. It's only harmful if it's being moved.
right.
If it's still, it's not harmful. So if you're not gonna move it, it's okay.
Excellent, excellent. Let me ask you: have you gone to any seminars or read any books now that you're solopreneur and starting off a
So
new business? Let's call it.
I
Any
did an
courses?
I did a course of there's a investigator and there's an inspector. I did an inspector's course, but to be able to do what we do is you have to be an investigator, which we have. We have two investigators that they do the actual inspections. But there's like an inspection. It's like a kind of a real estate agent, and then you have to wait 2 years to become a broker. The same thing. You have to be an inspector. You have to wait 3 years to become um, an investigator.
Got it. But any business books that you're reading or
Not
any
really.
methods? Nothing. Okay.
Maybe I
Excellent.
have to get
So
into it. Maybe you have something to refer. Well, what type of book? I didn't
my
get.
my number one book that actually helped me the most in my professional career is the Traction book by Gino Wickman. You can see it right behind me. The most common book, the orange book over there, the black book. Um, that's the number one book that really was very helpful. And if you're hiring your second employee, I would say, from the sense of office work and everything, there's a book called Rocket Fuel that teaches you how to work hand in hand and understand what your strengths are, what their strengths are, where they should focus, where you should focus. So those are two good books that I would recommend to anyone that is starting a journey of a new career or starting a company, or if they're at the very beginning stages of growing their company, to really align themselves with the right people and to be able to conquer the world. You know, it's a big world out there, like you said. I like the fact that you're staying very, very focused around asbestos. Warren Buffett says to grow big, you have to be good at something and then become excellent at it, not jump to the next thing. Although he owns many, many companies, but in every company, he made sure that he has those people that go from good to excellent. And you can see that with a lot of Shata Dishmaya, the Saduvi, the Bruches al Khalzan. So with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for coming on. For all of you
Thank
that
you,
would like to
Alan.
be, yeah, thank you. For all of you that want to be a guest on this podcast, please reach out to me right here. Thank you for coming on, Shlomi. Wishing you much hatzlucha.
Oh, mine. Thank you.